Grass sounds like I'm walking on a gravel driveway. It's so crunchy. I did not want to till this ground up this year, but my spring plots basically got burned up. And you can just see this. It also didn't help that I sprayed the wrong product on it at the wrong time anyways. So now I've got all this exposed dirt. Probably got no moisture in it. You could probably dig down a foot and not find any moisture. No rain in the forecast, except for the occasional pop-up shower that lately has been popping up and missing us. But when it does decide to get some steady rain in the forecast, we'll plant this. One good thing is there isn't a weed out here, so I won't have to hit it with glyphosate after I plant. This is my decoy blind. The adjoining landowner likes to put a blind down in there to cherry pick off my food plot. He's done it the last few years. He didn't do it last year, but he shoots everything. Button bucks, does. Which does I don't mind. I let the little bucks go. Let them grow. I had a little button buck come by me down there last year, and he walked up this way, and no sooner than he got in the woods, I heard kaboom. That's the other thing. He hunts with a high-powered rifle. Barely 100 yards from my house. But that's another topic. So now we're going to go down here, and we're going to look at the some good deer tracks. It's hot today. It's about 92. Not sure what the humidity and the dew point is, but it feels like it's about 100. We're going to, like I said, that plot back up there on the hill, when we get some rain in the forecast, it looks like it's dependable 2-3 days in a row, we'll go ahead and plant that. Same goes for this spot. God, I hate to have this dirt exposed. It is just baking all the beneficial microbes and everything out of it. We're just letting this grow. We're gonna give them some thermal cover in the winter. They love to bed up in here. Man, it's hot. I ain't gonna lie. This was a nice clover plot. I sprayed it with 2,4-D-B, which was fine. But I had some nut sedge in it, and I added some sedge hammer, not knowing that sedge hammer would kill the crap out of clover, and it sure did. A lot of times I'll put a ladder stand up in one of those oaks right there. Good spot when they're using that little food plot. I mow all these trails, keep them mowed down. Wonder if I can walk through here without getting a tick or two. I haven't mowed it, and I need to do that. Oh, we're not going to do that. That food plot over there is probably a little over 1/3 of an acre, maybe. And there goes a deer. Sorry, baby. Fawn. I always forget I got that doe and 2 fawns. They don't ever leave this property. So when I walk back here, I almost always jump them. Apple tree's looking kind of sad. This is 4th or 5th year these trees have been planted, and I've never had an apple on them. Of course, it doesn't help that I don't really do anything with them. And they're not like wild apple trees. Wild apple trees will just have apples on them no matter what. These, you gotta primp them and baby them and all this kind of stuff, spray them, fertilize them. Wild apple trees, you don't have to do nothing to. They'll just grow and they'll have apples on them. Same goes for that one there. I don't think I want to cut through there because that doe's probably bedded up in there. Hate making them deer run when it's this hot. I was over at the farm yesterday and I jumped a little buck that was up underneath a cedar tree bedded. He ran all the way across the pasture. But you can see my decoy blind over there. So, once we get some regular rain back in the forecast, I'll get these planted. I looked at the forecast earlier today, and it showed a 40% chance tomorrow and a 50% chance the next day. I looked a few minutes ago, and it shows a 30% chance tomorrow and nothing else till the middle of next week. And then there's one more day with about a 30 or 40% chance. I can't justify putting seed in the ground with that kind of moisture. They're just not enough. You'll plant it, it'll germinate, and then next thing you know, you don't get rain for 4 or 5 days and it's 90 degrees and everything just dies. I've had to replant before and it's a pain in the rear. These are Kiefer pear trees. They're the same age as those apple trees. And that one's probably 15 foot tall, so's that one. Have never had a pear on them. On another piece of property I used to own, I planted Bradford pear trees, and they were half this size, and they were loaded with pears. I'm beginning to think, not Bradford pears, Bradford pears don't have pears, darn it. Just regular pears. You probably know. But these, they almost act like they're Bradford pears. They don't, I get nothing off them, and I don't understand it. If I wanted these to just be ornamental trees, I would have planted them along my driveway. And then they would have probably put pears on them like crazy. Bartlett pear is the one I was thinking. I may have said Bradford, I don't know. So, but when you're a farmer or a food plotter, you are at the whims of the good Lord when it comes to rain. All we can do is pray for some regular rain, and if he lets us have it, he lets us have it. If not, we wait some more. I guess that's it for this one.